The day science begins to study non-physical phenomena, it will make more progress in 1 decade than in all the previous centuries of its existence. And quote. Be alone, that is the secret of invention. Be alone, that is when ideas are born. And quote. My brain is only a receiver. In the universe there is a core from which we obtain knowledge, strength and inspiration. I have not penetrated into the secrets of this core, but I know that it exists. And quote. I do not think you can name many great inventions that have been made by married men. And quote. Our virtues and our failings are inseparable, like force and matter. When they separate, man is no more. And quote. Let the future tell the truth, and evaluate each one according to his work and accomplishments. The present is theirs, the future, for which I have really worked, is mine. And quote. Life is and will ever remain an equation incapable of solution, but it contains certain known factors. And quote. We crave for new sensations but soon become indifferent to them. The wonders of yesterday are today common occurrences. And quote. Today's scientists have substituted mathematics for experiments, and they wander off through equation after equation, and eventually build a structure which has no relation to reality. And quote. If you only knew the magnificence of the 3, 6 and 9, then you would have the key to the universe. And quote. The gift of mental power comes from God, divine being, and if we concentrate our minds on that truth, we become in tune with this great power. My mother had taught me to seek all truth in the Bible. And quote. The individual is ephemeral, races and nations come and pass away, but man remains. And quote. But instinct is something which transcends knowledge. We have, undoubtedly, certain finer fibers that enable us to perceive truths when logical deduction, or any other willful effort of the brain, is futile. And quote. Most persons are so absorbed in the contemplation of the outside world that they are wholly oblivious to what is passing on within themselves. And quote. My method is different. I do not rush into actual work. When I get an idea, I start at once building it up in my imagination. I change the construction, make improvements, and operate the device entirely in my mind. And quote. Every living being is an engine geared to the wheelwork of the universe. Though seemingly affected only by its immediate surrounding, the sphere of external influence extends to infinite distance. And quote. Most certainly, some planets are not inhabited, but others are, and among these there must exist life under all conditions and phases of development. And quote. So astounding are the facts in this connection, that it would seem as though the Creator, himself had electrically designed this planet. And quote. The scientists of today think deeply instead of clearly. One must be sane to think clearly, but one can think deeply and be quite insane. One may feel a sudden wave of sadness and rake his brain for an explanation when he might have noticed that it was caused by a cloud cutting off the rays of the sun.